Today on the Lex Factor, we have a real game changer in the world of automated trading joining us. Dhesi Ananchaperumal, founder of Sunfish Technologies. Dhesi is a seasoned technology leader with deep expertise in software development, product innovation, and trading. His company, Sunfish Technologies, is revolutionizing how traders approach automation with cutting-edge tools like AlgoPilotX and StreamlineX. Let's meet Dhesi and learn more about these innovative technology offerings after the bell. Dhesi.
Hi, Lex. Thanks for having me here.
This is my Yellowstone music. The cowboy. You got to bear with it for a second. So they've been trying to get me some music for the beginning, and I love cowboys, and I love horses, and I love ranches. So they went with a little Yellowstone theme there. So it doesn't fit anything, just so we're clear. It means nothing.
Let me change my hat.
You got to go to the cowboy hat.
I got the mustache.
Well, speaking of the ranch, thanks for coming on the ranch with us. So I got your name pretty good. I know, for we Americans, saying an Indian-like name is pretty tough, but you made it easy, and I almost got it, but not quite.
You're good. You're good. That's
okay.
Good.
And by the way, folks, just so you know, no one knows my last name. I only go by Lex, but my last name's Luthringshausen. We basically have the same number of letters in our last name. It's insane.
You beat me in at least by a couple of letters.
I don't know. It's pretty close. Pretty close. All right, let's get busy. We have a lot to talk about. So Sunfish Technologies, you've got AlgoPilotX, and you've got StreamlineX. So we're going to talk a little bit about all this today. Here's the deal, what we love. So you have the magic word built into your product offering. It's called automation. And some people might throw in AI in there and all that kind of funny stuff. But automation, my opinion, is changing the world of retail trading for the better, right? And we'll get into all this, as we go along here. But first of all, tell us a little bit about you, okay? How did you get on this path to where you are now with Sunfish and AlgoPilot and Streamline? Give us the quick history of where you are now, and then we're going to get right into the product and how great it is.
Great. Okay, thank you again.
Mm-hmm.
So my background is totally technology. So I was a software engineer. Then I was running software divisions for big companies like Dell Technologies and Computer Associates. So then I had my focus is on big time on security software, identity management, those type of, and automation, control systems. So when I got into sometimes a decade ago, got into the stock and options trading. And slowly when I started my journey, I ran into the typical issues, right? So you look at the chart, the patterns, you run into the, entry and everything based on a pattern or an indicator-driven strategy. But you will be able to do only one chart at a time. You are a human being. You have your own limitations. Then by the time I'm looking at a Tesla or a NVIDIA or JP Morgan or anything like that, there will be another opportunity in AMD or something else, which I miss, which could be more lucrative than that. That's one of the challenges. Then the second one I faced in my journey was like, every time I look at the chart, I go to my brokerage, try to create all the orders and stuff, select the strike price. God, it takes a while. By the time this candle is going up, boom, right? So now missing the entry. So the other thing is you look at this stock chart and I want to trade options. How do I relate those things? So it's a typical, then if I get a call during the trading session, I have to take the call. And if the call goes on for 20 minutes, I miss the trade.
Sure.
So these are all the challenges I faced in my journey. Then I said, you know what, there has to be a better way to do this.
Sure.
So I'm from the software background. I started building this tool. And we built it in such a way that it's easy to use for any trader of any skill level. You don't need to go through a lot of, it's very easy to use. And on top of that, you also have a mobile application, which will be helping you on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Love it.
So that's where the AlgoPilotX, innovation started.
Okay.
Then go ahead, please.
Let's ask you a question. So it sounds like you said beginner to advanced person. You don't have to be a coder. You don't have to be a genius at writing code. There's none of that business to be able to use your application. Is that accurate?
Absolutely right. It's like no code, easy to use UI. If you can navigate through any website, you can use my product.
I love it. I love it. And you said, let me go back and highlight a couple things because this is important. I come from the professional trading world. Okay. All that means is I was one of those market makers back in the day. So I took the other side of all retail order flow and everything else that they sent at me. Right. And I entered the retail world, from that background. And I will tell you this, that you have hit all the key points, in my opinion, of what's important for a retail person. Number one, you said, you can't do all this by yourself. You need something helping you. And that's what you built. I got to tell you, people have other day jobs other than sitting in front of a computer for 6.5 hours. And I keep telling people, you cannot do this with some sort of automation tool. Okay. Because you're going to miss things. The other part about automation that we're going to touch on down the road is the emotion part. So automation takes emotion out of the equation, which is a big deal for retail people. Right?
Absolutely.
Love that part of it. I love the fact that you highlighted it's for a beginner or an advanced person or everything in between. You decide what pill you're going to swallow and you have at it. I love it.
Totally.
And you don't miss anything. So that's fantastic. Right?
That's great. So in addition to that, the way we built the software in 3 boxes. One is a signal box. One is the automation box. And the third is the brokerage box. Just keep in mind, these are all the 3 signals. But the signals can be a newsletter signal. The signal can come from a Telegram channel or a trading view chart or your brokerage chart, right?
Sure.
So these are the types of signals we can receive. So in the automation engine, you configure everything. Hey, once this signal is received from whatever the source you selected, you have a complete risk management system. When I should enter, what are all the criteria for entering? Then when I should exit, what are all the conditions for my exit?
Okay.
So that, as you said correctly, there is no emotional adjustment or taking a trade or closing it quickly, right? So that's the beauty. Now, once you have an automation setup, we have the other cool feature which you would love. That's called the Instant Trade. So let's say if you selected, let's say I want to trade Apple with this type of configuration, whether it's an option or a stock, you already created an automation. With the Instant Trade, you don't need to wait for the signal. All you do is click Enter Now button. Whatever you configured in that automation, boom, it is sent to the brokerage.
Okay.
You will get a push notification on, hey, this order is sent to the brokerage. With all the details you gave to the automation engine. Then when the order is filled, you get another push notification back to your phone saying that, hey, this order was filled at this price.
Okay.
That's fantastic. That same thing, you can exit anytime. You click one button. It's one button, right?
Okay. I love it. Let me ask you a question. Let me interrupt again. Sorry. So Dhesi, have you built in the functionality yet where once you enter a trade, you automatically place the exit strategy to it? Is that doable yet or not yet?
It is already available in the product. That's the cool part.
Love it.
So the way we do that is when you specify a take profit and stop loss number, or the other feature we are working on will be released next week, is time-based exit.
Okay, good. So that's a 0 DTE, people.
Yeah, you can have those, right? So time-based exit. Then we also have the other feature, which is a webhook-driven entry exits, whether you can select whatever the type of exit based on the signal coming in.
Okay.
Now, this exit can be also applicable to newsletter providers who are giving exit signals. So if a newsletter is giving you an entry signal and an exit signal, you can configure the automation in such a way that goes there. So the way we do that is the automation engine will place First, it will send a market order or a entry condition-based limit order to the brokerage. Once the order gets filled, we get the fill price.
Yep.
Then we place a OCO order. One cancels the other.
Sure.
We take profit and stop loss into the brokerage.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry about it. When the order gets filled, whether the stop loss or the limit order gets filled, you get a notification again. Hey, look, the sell order is done and this is your sell price.
Love it. That's fantastic. And you can do multiple swaths of this. You can have Apple and Tesla and NVIDIA all running.
It's not only multiple, multiple, it starts and options. You can have multiple.
I got you. Okay. So you mentioned mobile. So this is a mobile application. Do you do anything on the computer screen at all, or is it all mobile right now?
It is both desktop, PC, Mac. It's browser-based, and we use a progressive web app, which is on the phone, any phone. You don't need to go to the App Store to download or Android. This once you register through the desktop or the mobile phone, you'll get instructions on how to download the app there itself. You don't need to do anything. It's so easy.
I love it. I like easy. That's the way trading should be. Easy, right?
Yep. That's our focus.
Yeah, you said something about InstaTrade. Well, say that again. I want to make sure I understood that. Tell me InstaTrade again.
So let's say you go to your brokerage.
Yep.
And you create an order. Let's say I want to buy 5 contracts of Apple $220 strike expiring April 17th or whatever the date is.
Yep.
So right now the process is you go to the brokerage, you select the option chain, you go through the strike price or delta value or whatever the criteria you're using. You select that particular strike price. Then you put either a limit order or a OCO order, something manually, which involves taking some time.
Sure.
Whereas in our system, what you do is you create an automation for the same, because a lot of traders repeat the trades. It's like rinse and wash sometimes, right?
That's right.
So what you can do is you create an automation for your commonly used orders types. And with the commonly used watch list stickers, you create everything. Then you don't need to go to the brokerage. You just open the automation and use our InstaTrade, which is there will be only one button. You click enter. Whether it's a dollar amount to be traded for that trade or number of contracts or number of shares to be traded, boom.
Right.
Goes in.
Love it. I love it. Oh my God. That does sound easy, huh?
That is it. I'll show you in a while.
I love it. I think that's fantastic. So what about, so I know, I want to go back to you mentioned newsletter. So is this your newsletter that you're sending? Well, how do people have their own newsletters? They hook this all in? How does that work?
So here's the thing. We are not a newsletter provider.
Okay.
We do not recommend anything. We are not financial advisor. We are a software platform provider.
Good.
We don't manage any funds. Nothing. We take all the directions are given by the user, whether from a newsletter they subscribe to, or their strategy on a trading view chart. Once that signal is given to us, we process that through the automation they configure. It's completely self-directed trading, self-directed automation. The user picks to approve or reject a trade if they select to do that. So then we send that information based on these two combo to the brokerage. Sure. That's all we do. It's a purely in the middle software. That's it.
I love it. Okay, good. I love that. That's fantastic. That makes it easy. I am a big fan already. This is the first time I've met you, I think, and I'm already a big fan.
Thank you, Lex.
And you've got a cool hat too. See, I'm a hat guy, right? So I got all kinds of hats. You know, I love hats. Awesome. All right. Are we going to see? Can you show us a demo of some kind? Can you show us something?
Absolutely. Let me show you.
Let's go to the screen and take a look.
All right.
Here we are. Tell us what we're looking at here, Dhesi. Let's see what we got.
This is the home dashboard. Once you log into your AlgoPilotX account, you have different account settings, brokerage settings, and stuff where you can connect to a brokerage, multiple accounts. If you have multiple accounts, you can select the account you want to trade. These are all. So this page is this is like browsing a web page. You see this, right? On the
Sure.
left-hand side, you have your automations. On the right-hand side, you have the activity. So now, so there is a newsletter which gave an alert. So it's
Okay.
asking for you to approve or reject,
Okay. So let
So
me see what that says. It says it's an AMD. It's to buy one AMD, April 17th, 2025. What is that? $100 put strike?
Yeah. So this one, which came at 6:30, I'm in the Pacific time zone today. So
Yep.
it's showing 9. So the alert came at 9:33 a.m. market hours, right?
Okay, got it.
So it came in, and you can either approve or reject.
Okay.
So let me reject it because I didn't even see that alert yet. So here,
Okay.
this is a live system, right? So once you reject it, this will record that activity in the
Okay.
system. And let me see.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go. Rejected by the user. You
Okay.
see that?
Yes,
So
I do.
you can see any pending approvals. These are all the lot of things which came in, and I did not use it.
Okay.
So then the completed ones. You can see the different types of here. See the order placed by live trading. That is the instant trade I'm talking about.
Okay.
Order placed by the automation. Those type of things. You will have a complete history of what's happening here. Okay.
Got it.
Then let's say we go to automation here.
Mhm.
And also, when you want to see everything, you can directly go to the Tradier brokerage, connect it to brokerage there. So
Got
let's say I want to trade something chart to option SMCI. So the way the automation works, see here, this is the configuration of the automation,
Okay.
right? So this is the instant trade I'm talking about. Just one button there, exit now or enter now. So this automation, so
Yep.
here, again, this is like easy browsing. If you have any doubt about, hey, what is this automation name? So you can use the tooltip to understand what you want to do.
Got it.
So
Oh my God, this is so easy.
this is so easy. We made it in such a way that everything, so see this, enable this option to review and approve each trade before it's executed. If you uncheck it, it goes to brokerage directly, right?
Got it.
Then you select a strategy, whether it's a newsletter or a chart-based strategy. Now, how to use signal configuration, the source. What is the source? Select the source of your trade signals to use for automation, right? Then you can select a ticker, and you also have the instruction right here. If you don't know how to use trade, even we put like a very little, like these are all step-by-step instruction. You go and do it. You know what I mean? Everything is right there for you.
I love it.
How much easy it is for any user, right? So this webhook, and then you select the option, right? So option details. You can select equity type based on that signal, either option or stock, whatever you want to select. Then the option details, whether it's a call or a put, whether it's buy to open or a sell to open, right? You see these screens, what I'm selecting?
Yep.
So I have the drop down menu here, which is probably not in the screen sharing now. But you get the point. So you can select buy to open or sell to open, everything.
Sure.
So then you can also specify the moneyness, and you can specify a contract range, whether you want to put between this range I want to enter, right? So those type of things.
Okay.
So then you can have the max bid ask spread, how much you want to use. So those type of things, whether the trading size, maximum dollar amount, or number of contracts. I want to trade 5 contracts, or I want to spend $500 a trade, whatever it is, right?
Perfect.
These type of things there. Then you have the exit configuration we talked about, take profit and stop loss.
Okay.
So that's it. And that's, once you have that, you have tons of, you can create any number of these trading automation rules here. Very simple. And on top of that, once you have an automation created, you can duplicate it and just change the ticker.
Okay.
Right? You can pause the automation temporarily until you do something else, or run it all the time.
Okay.
All these type of things, So,
and then, Dhesi, do you have to? So for every strategy that you make, do you pause and activate each one, or can you do them all at once if you want to? What's the best protocol, or what do you guys do?
You can do either way, but a lot of people try to pause individually. So if I go to my let's say I have 100 automations built.
Yeah.
So you can see everything here. You can, the sorting feature will give you oldest to newest. You can select, hey, show me only the running ones. I went into the one of the things. I hurried up and clicked one of the automation. So here, if you go here, you can select, let's say, show me the only running ones. Everything is running now. Show me the past ones. There is no automation past, right? So I can go back. Let me show you. I will pause one. And let's say this one is passed. I'm going to pause this one. The automation is passed. Done. Now it's a resume button. You see there, right?
Yeah.
So now you can see that it's passed. It's giving you how many signal processed. You go to all the automations. Now you sort by passed only. There is one passed. So again, this is like browsing a website, right?
Yes, it's perfect.
So now, once the signal is processed and everything, you will see a notification on your phone like this. See this?
Okay, so when you're not in front of the computer and you're out playing golf, like I like to do, I'm going to get a little buzz or notification on my phone, and then this is going to pop up.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is like, if you select, I want to approve each trade, it will ask you to approve. Same as this screen here, you'll get a similar request on your mobile phone saying the green check or red. You can do that from your golf course. Say, place this trade or reject.
Okay, and can we go back to the other screen there? So you're going to get that green or red somewhere in these messages. Is that correct?
Absolutely. When the new signal comes in, the automation process that and wait for your approval, you'll get that.
Okay. Now what's your feeling on what most people do? Do they want to self-approve everything just to be safe, or do they just let them rip? What do you think?
It's a mixed bag, right? So let's say if the user is comfortable with the signal provider, and if they are 100% confident about their strategy, they do automation, full automation.
Let it go.
I just, because you still get notified when the order is placed. You still get notified when the order is filled, right? So they are comfortable with that. But at time, that is the other beauty of this software, right? So what you can do is you can test out different signals periodically to see which is the best performing signal.
I love it.
Then you slowly move from a approval stage to an automation stage.
Okay.
So that way you make yourself comfortable with that signal itself. It's not with the software. It's like, am I comfortable trading this signal or not?
Right. I love it. I love it. Now, have you been able to implement complex orders, multi-leg spreads yet, or is that in the works?
It's in the works, but this is stocks and single leg options.
Okay.
But complex orders, multi-leg like credit spreads and debit spreads and condos will be released soon.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. I think there's some back back end sort of things that are going on in the industry that's going to help that. So some of the exchanges, one of our favorites is putting that on the back end at the market center, which is a big help for the technology folks to be able to send that to the market center as a complex order, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's in my roadmap. It's coming soon.
Yes, I know. That's great. Good, Dhesi. Okay. Wow, this is unbelievable. Can we talk a little bit about price? What does it cost for someone to subscribe to your service?
So we have 3 models. It's totally subscription model, right? Monthly subscription. We have a basic model, and we have a most active trader kind of thing. So the basic one is starting at $79 per month, but the mostly used one will be the active trader one, which is we call the premium. That is $99 per month.
Okay, so 79 you said at 99, right?
99. Then we have a premium plus, which is $4.99, which is for complex, advanced API and stuff, technology oriented.
Got it. What's the difference between 79, the first version, and the middle version? 79 and 99. What do you get? What's the difference?
So there is limitation.
Okay.
We don't charge by the number of transactions or number of signals. It's about how many signal, like newsletter signal. For example, basic that supports only one newsletter.
Okay.
Then we have from a chart driven, we support only 5 chart driven signals.
Okay,
For the
gotcha.
basic. Whereas, and there is no insta trade on the basic. The insta trade is a huge thing, right?
Yep.
So those type of in the most active trader, everything is available. Unlimited signals you can support. So that's where users are going towards because it's a better deal for the price. And so that's the basic simple pricing model again.
Yeah, that's a monthly subscription. Do you offer an annual one with a little bit of a discount, or you haven't done that yet?
Yes, we do offer annual yearly options for the both basic and premium. Yes, correct.
Okay. That's good to know as well.
So in that situation, I think the $99 subscription will go around $80 per month.
Okay, good. And then how can people sign up or do what they need to do to have access? They go to is it sunfishtechnologies.com? What's the website?
So it'll be AlgoPilotX.com.
Okay.
So we will have AlgoPilotX.com. People can go there and create an account. And you can you can even create automations. You will be asked to pay only when you try to connect to a brokerage.
I gotcha.
Otherwise, you can create an account and do learn about the system and so on.
But so it's kind of like a paper trading sort of thing in the early stages, right?
Paper trading, no. Again, we are relying on for example, we connect to Tradier brokerage.
Yeah.
Tradier will give a real money account and the broker, paper trading account. Okay. So you can use the Tradier brokerage paper trading account to start trading.
Okay, got it. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to be a pro on it. I'm really good at that.
Hey, and one of the key things, right? We are a startup. It's like we want to make sure all the users' desired outcomes are fulfilled, and we covered at least majority of the use cases associated. And when folks like you, who were the past market makers in the industry for a long time, you can find those minute things we are missing.
Oh, okay. That's perfect. I love this. I tinker, Dhesi. I'm a tinkerer. I will get in there and start doing all kinds of things.
You try to break the system.
I know. That's what I always tell people. Try to break it. That's what you need to do. Now, what is the Streamline X? Did I miss that? What is the difference between AlgoPilot and Streamline?
Streamline X is an optimization and automation software for signal providers. It's not for retail traders. Okay, let's say if there is a newsletter provider who does a lot of manual, viewing and sending email and all those stuff. He can automate the whole screening process, text messaging process, everything associated with their newsletter service with one click. That's it.
Got it. Okay. So you can be that middleware, I might not be using the right word, a middleware between the newsletter signal provider and your end user and kind of make that process automated.
Yeah, it is exactly like that. It's like a ServiceNow or a Salesforce for that use case. Streamline X is for the newsletter provider use case.
I got you. Okay, good. Awesome. Well, this has been terrific, Dhesi. I listen, I'm a huge fan of automation, especially for retail traders. They make too many mistakes. And I prefer that they don't. And I prefer that they use something that has some automation to it. So it makes their workflows efficient. I'm all about efficiency and taking out emotion from the equation. Right. And it sounds like you have nailed it to the nth degree here with AlgoPilotX. This is great.
Great. Thank you for having me, Lex. This is great.
We'll do another one of these. We're going to do it again because when you get complex orders, I want to see that. So we're going to do another show on that, which is great. I know we're going to have a link in the comments below when you send it, and it's going to be a YouTube video that's sort of an explanation of all this, right? What's going to be in that YouTube video?
Short demo of so in if you want to see the automation in action, you can watch that 7-minute video where I'll be showing the automation, trading view chart, alert creation, and the push notification to the phone. Everything is in that demo.
Okay, that's in that video. We'll add that to the end of the video so people can click on that and go see that. Sign up, everybody. AlgoPilotX.com. Did I get that right?
Absolutely.
All right, man. My man Dhesi with the long last name like me.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming on, Dhesi. We'll do a part 2 here down the road. Okay.
Absolutely. Let's keep rocking.
Right. Great to have you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will